Hey guys, this is Chris, the Lower Slower Board Gamer, and I thought I would bring a baseball game to you because I have been struck with the baseball this past weekend. And I just got a brand new set, a couple of seasons. We're going to have 1920 Boston at Cleveland basic version of the game, Stratomatic Baseball. I was hoping to do it live, but it's been so long since I've done it live, could not quite figure it out. So I'll get that so we can do that later. But anyway, Ron and I went to New York to visit some family this last weekend, and it was spend a couple of nights at Uncle Jim's, go to my cousin Dylan's farm, do some fishing. Some nice bass were caught by 4 or 5 people, and a large crappie also. I mean, fantastic 2 or 3 hours of fishing. I haven't gone fishing in a long time, and I need to start going fishing again, as well as starting to make videos again. And then Monday, told Ron, we don't have to do this. I'd like to do this. I'd like to, and he said, oh yeah, absolutely. I was kind of thinking we'd do that. And we took Stratomatic along with us. We didn't play any because we were punkered out all 3 days. But we went to Hall of Fame and saw some really cool things. It was neat seeing Dave Parker making it in. Don't agree with the qualification, but just seeing him there in yellow and black, man, 39, the Cobra. And then walking through the second floor and going through the history, I guess, and seeing Christy Mathewson's stuff and Hannes Wagner's stuff, standing in front of Walter Johnson's uniform. That was pretty cool. It was. Would have liked to have seen more, but I need to get in shape because it was like a 3-block walk to lunch and then a 3-block walk to the Hall of Fame after 3.5 hours crunched up in the back of the truck. And it was stand, look at some stuff, find a bench, have a seat. Get up, look at some stuff. You know, I'm out of shape. I need to get back into shape. But I digress. Monday, we left Uncle Jim's, and instead of crossing back across the Hudson, we went down through Poughkeepsie and ended up in, Glen Head, New York. Went to Stratomatic Joe and can't remember the other guy's name. Bob, I think. But anyway, got in, talked, had a great time, 15-20 minutes, and I was like, I'm going to buy me some Stratomatic stuff. If I can't make opening day up here, by golly, I'm going to get me something. So I got 1920, which I'm going to kind of show off tonight. I got 1984, because fun season. And my nephew is a huge Eagles fan, and I told him I would, so I got the current 2024 season for football, so that way he can be like, oh, Eagles, Saquon Barkley, do it all. So figure I'm going to throw some teams at him. He's going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. That's what we do with these games. But anyway, I got 1920, and I figured that I would show you what I'm doing. When I get a new season, I try to play through a game, 2 teams, go through all the teams, A, to organize them, B, to play a game. And we did, I've done 7 games so far. I'm going to play Boston and Cleveland tonight. But the first game was Brooklyn at the New York Giants, and the Giants won this 5-4, primarily on a 3-run homer off Burley Grimes in the 6th inning by King, center fielder. He was 2 of 4, 1 run scored and 3 ribbies and a homer. A good line for Brooklyn, Hy Myers, center fielder, who came from East Liverpool, Ohio, which is where we came from. He went 4 for 5, scored a run, drove one in, double, triple, strikeout. He had, double, triple, 2 singles. So it was pretty good. Barnes went 8 innings for the Giants, gave up 16 hits, gave up only 4 runs, walked 1, struck 1 out, but that was the first game. The second game was between the Senators and the Tigers. And this one, the Tigers pulled out 4-3. Really great pitching by Doss. He went the distance. As did Big Train. But he went the distance, gave up 9 hits, struck out 5 and walked 1, giving up only 3 runs. Walter Johnson went 8. Of course, they didn't need the 9th. Gave up 7 hits, 1 homer to Bobby Veach, who went 1 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBI, homer and a walk. So that was the second game. The third game I played, and I really wanted to do this live, but I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, I need to get this out tonight, not put it off. So that's why we're doing it this way. Third game was the Cards and Cubs. Cardinals 4-3. And the Cubs scored in the 8th and the 9th. Haynes stayed on the mound for the Cardinals, even with the scoring. Went the distance and gave up 11 hits, 3 runs, struck out 5, walked 1. Big offensive line for the Cardinals. Rogers Hornsby, 2 for 3, scored a run, drove 2 in, double and a walk. 11 hits for each team, but a good game. We go to game 4. And 16 teams, so there's going to be a total of 8 games, including the one tonight. We have the Browns at the White Sox, the Black Sox. And the Black Sox scored 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. It looked like it was going to be a Seacott shutout until St. Louis Browns are able to punch one across in the 9th, and it was an unearned run. Yup. So that would have been the third out, the sacrifice fly. So unearned run for Seacott. Went the distance, gave up 7 hits, 2 walks. Big lines here. Hap Felsch went 3 of 5, 2 runs scored, 3 ribbies and a home run. Swede Risberg 2 for 4, drove in 2, had a triple. And also Bucky Weaver 2 for 5, scored 2 runs, stole a base. So that is game 4. Game 5. And something else about this game also I wanted to point out. The top 4, Seisler, Tobin, Williams, Jacobson, only went 3 for a collective 14. So not a lot of offense in the top of the battery there, or of the batting order. And then we have the 5th game between the Reds and the Boston Braves, and the Braves won that, came from behind. It was 3-1 after 6. Then the Braves scored 2 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th to win that 4-3. Error-ridden game. Reds with 3, Braves with 2 miscues on the game. But your winner was Watson. Dutch Ruther with the loss went 8, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, strikeout, and a walk. But a big line here is going to be Ears. He was a pinch hitter, played center field, 2 for 2, scored 2 runs. Big down here. Aishker, starting pitcher for the Braves, really tried to help himself with a triple and scored a run. Not a whole lot of big lines there. They took advantage of what they got. 9 hits, 4 runs. Reds, 6 hits, 3 runs. Very not much going on kind of game. Game 6. Had to make sure how many we had left there. Lost count. New York Yankees, Philadelphia Athletics. Yankees won this 5-3. Actually, it was tied after 7. They both scored a run in the 9th, and the Yankees came through with 2 in the top of the 10th, and Babe Ruth drove in the game-winning runs. He was only 1 for 4 with a double and a strikeout. No, sorry, Ruth, not Vic, came in defensively to sub for Ruth, and it was Vic that went 1 for 1 with the 2 ribbies. Ruth 1 for 4 with a double and a strikeout. But your big offense here really was Muddy Rule, catcher. He was 2 for 3 with 2 ribbies, a double, and a sacrifice fly. Winner was Carl Mays. Kind of significant pairing that and also the Cleveland Indians, which are coming up shortly. He went the distance 10, gave up 11 hits and walked 3, struck out 3, gave up 3 runs, only 2 earned. And the White Sox looked like they might be able to do it. They got the early lead and gave it back in the top of the 7th. But Joe Dugan, who would become a Yankee, went 3 for 5, runs scored and a ribby. We also have not much else. Welch, center fielder, 2 for 4, drove in a run, had a walk. And Keefe was the losing pitcher in the 10th inning, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs to the Yankees. 7th game. All of these I played yesterday. I played 7 games yesterday. I was in a run. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates played at Forbes Field, and the Pirates overcome the Phillies by a score of 6-3. They had a 5-0 lead until the 6th, where the Phillies played at 3, and then an insurance run. Bigby drove in Babe Adams in the bottom of the 8th. Babe Adams went the distance for the win. Complete game, gave up 7 hits and no walks, struck out 4, gave up 3 runs. And also 0 for 3 with a run scored at the plate. And that would be off the 2-base error by left fielder Irish Measle. Big line, Bigby went 3 for 4, scored a run, 2 RBI, sac fly. And for the Phils, losing was Epirixie, went 8, gave up 11 hits and 4 walks, no strikeouts, wild pitch, 6 runs, only 4 were earned, a couple of errors. Measle and also Art Fletcher, shortstop. Not a lot of big lines there. I guess you might point out Casey Stengel, 2 for 4, scored a run. And that's going to bring us to tonight's game and cell phone noise, where we are going to have the Boston Red Sox facing off against the Cleveland Indians. So for the Red Sox, as you can see the starting lineup to the right up here portion of your screen. Sad Sam Jones is going to be starting pitcher. We have Tim Hendricks starting in center field. Harry Hooper batting second and right. Mike Minoski, left fielder, third. Wally Shang, catcher, batting fourth. Stuffy McInnes, formerly of the Athletics, batting fifth. He's playing first base. In the sixth slot, Eddie Foster, hot corner man. Mike McNally, second baseman, batting seventh. Everett Scott, shortstop, batting eighth. And then, of course, batting ninth will be Sad Sam Jones. Red Sox, Al, this is for you. And we're hoping for a good kind of a result, but we'll get what we get, right? Stick them right there. And then we have the Cleveland Indians. Coveleski is going to be on the bump starting there. Batting first is Doc Johnston, first baseman. Second, Tris Speaker, center field. Third is going to be Charlie Jameson, left fielder. Batting fourth, third baseman Larry Gardner. Elmer Smith, right fielder, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Steve O'Neill. Catcher, Ray Chapman, shortstop, batting seventh. Mays is not pitching against him in this game. Bill Wamsgans, second baseman, batting eighth. And then, of course, Coveleski will be ninth in the order. And we'll stick these guys right over here, I think. We'll swap the pitchers. and the home of the brave play ball. Alrighty, here we go. First, let me put this here. I don't think I forgot anything. We got the scoreboard. We got those. Let's play some baseballs because it's been a while and we should do it. Alright, Coveleski is first. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Tim Hendricks is leading off. And we're going to have let's just move that there. A little more whatever. Hendricks, Hooper, Minoski. So here we go. Hendricks, 1-3, grounder to shortstop. Hit right at Chapman. Fires it over to Johnston for out number 1. That will bring us to Harry Hooper, right fielder. Batted .312 in 1920. Coveleski, 24-14, 2.49 ERA, 37 starts. Pitch 6-8 off his card, and then a strikeout number 1. Swinging at the knee cheese. 2 away. Top of the first, Minoski, left fielder. 3-6, and that is going to be a hard grounder to Chapman over to Johnston for out number 3. 1-2-3, go the Red Sox. Top of the first inning. Dink, dink. You go there, you'll come here. I do this so that way I don't accidentally write on the wrong part, and it doesn't always work, but we try. Dink, dink. Doc Johnston, Sad Sam Jones. Johnston, first baseman, leading off for the Indians. Tris Speaker and Charles Jamison to follow. I think that was it. All right, here we go. Johnston, 3-6. Pops it up on the right side of the infield, centering underneath it, Stuffy McInnes. Squeezes the leather and makes the catch. Popped to first for out number 1. Tris Speaker to the plate. He was a .388 batter that year. 50 doubles. On base, 483. 5-7 off Jones' card. Grounder to second. That's going to be McNally with a 4-7. And that is going to be an error. He boots it. Speaker is able to get first easily. So E4 on McNally. 1 out, 1 on. And Charlie Jamison set to go. Gardner is on deck warming up. 2-4, and that's going to be a pop up to the center of the infield. Looks like McNally is calling off Scott to make the catch. Out number 2. Larry Gardner now, third baseman. The pitch from Jones, 1-9. Fly ball to center field, drifting towards Hooper. Hendricks is over there, puts up his mittlets. Gravity do the rest. Out number 3. So while not a 1-2-3 inning, just as effective for Jones and the Red Sox, we're going to go to the top of the second with a scoreless baseball game. If you would like to learn more about this game and maybe someday go to the same place I did this weekend, go to www.stratomatic.com and check out all the stuff they have for this game. They have cards and dice and PC for baseball, football, hockey, basketball. They have online Baseball Max. They've got their 365, which they've had since the Sporting News days, more than a decade ago. They've been doing this since '61. Hal Richmond, fantastic game, great people. Check them out at www.strat-matic.com. Coveleski on the bump to start the second. Wally Shang, catcher for the Red Sox. Fourth in the order is leading off. McInnes and Foster to follow. Here we go. Coveleski The windup, the pitch, 5-4. Hard ground ball hit to short. Chapman is a 1 with a 10. Scoops it up, gets it to Johnson for the first out. Stuffy McInnes. Coveleski, he sets, he fires, 3-9, fly ball to center field. Hendricks settles underneath, I've never done that before. Tris Speaker settles underneath it, makes the catch and throws it into the infield, out number 2. Eddie Foster, and McNally is in the on-deck circle. Foster is set, Coveleski. 2 outs to pitch, 6-6, double 1-9. That's going to be a 2-bagger by Foster to extend the inning. And that is going to bring up second baseman Mike McNally. Coveleski with a pitch, 3-7, and McNally works the count patiently. Gets a free pass, 2 men on. Coveleski now facing Everett Scott, shortstop. 2 on, 2 out, top of the second, scoreless ball game. Stan Coveleski with a pitch, 2-6, hard liner up the middle, diving catch by Bill Wamsgans, second baseman. Had a bead on it and nothing doing. Red Sox do not plate any runs. We're going to go to the bottom of the inning. Yeah. And Jones continuing his pitching duties here. I keep forgetting these. So we are in a second. And we do have a hit. Let me take care of that. There is a hit. Okie dokie. We go to the bottom of the second, and Jones is facing Elmer Smith, Steve O'Neill, Ray Chapman in order in this inning. More if needed. Here we go. Elmer Smith is set. Jones winds up, delivers. 4-11. Fly ball to left field. That's going to be out there to Mike Minoski. He is a 4 with a 3, and he is going to get underneath that and make the catch. 4-11 left field. Out number 1. Steve O'Neill, the catcher. It's going to be a 2-3, and he takes the 3-2, running a risk of the strikeout. Low and away. Jones trying to get him to chase it, doesn't get it, ball 4. So O'Neill is on. No threat to steal as he fat slab of catcher. Ray Chapman is set. 303 batter in 1920. 5-5 the pitch from Jones, and that is a strikeout, his first. 2 away, runner on first. That's going to bring up Bill Wamsgans. 1-10, hard liner hit down the line and stabbed at by Eddie Foster. Makes the catch to prevent the base hit into left field. So not much of nothing going on in this game thus far. We have a 2-2. Right. 0-0 scoreless tie. Yeah, I know how to say words. We're gonna move that along. Third inning. And we are going to go to top of the third. Stan Coveleski is going to face off against Jones, and back to the top of the order for Hendricks and Hooper. Here we go. Coveleski is set. He winds up, he fires. 3-10, and Jones works a walk. A little bit of business going there for the Red Sox. Tim Hendricks. Coveleski is set. Here's the pitch, 2-2. Pops it up behind the plate. O'Neill gets underneath it, throws off his mask, looks up, squints, sees the ball, and makes the catch for out number 1. Foul out for Hendricks. That's going to bring us to Harry Hooper, right fielder. He's 0 for 1, struck out in the first. Coveleski with a pitch, 6-9, and that is strikeout number 2 for Coveleski. Strikeout number 2 for Hooper. Runner on first, inside Sam Jones, starting pitcher for the Red Sox. 2 out, top of the third, scoreless ball game. Coveleski to Minoski, 6-7, 112 is a single, and that it is. Single star, so that is going to move Jones to second. So 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. And that's going to bring us to Wally Shang, catcher, grounded to short his last time up. Coveleski is set, 6-7, 112 is another single, gets it. Bases are loaded. Boston threatening to score with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Stuffy McInnes is up, first baseman. Great defensive first baseman, rated a 1. Flew to center his last time up. Coveleski is set. Here comes the windup, the pitch, 3-6, and that's going to be a single 1-5. Nope, line out to third. Great play by Larry Gardner over there. These third basemen are saving some pitchers' hides, preventing base hits from leaking into left. That one very opportune, so that way it didn't produce any runs with bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the third, and we add 2 more hits. Total of 3. Dink. Alrighty, sad Sam Jones on the hill, large and in charge for the Red Sox. He'll face Coveleski, and then back to the top of the order for Johnston and Speaker. Here we go. Alrighty, Jones is set. Gets his signs in from Shang. Coveleski steps in. Here's the pitch, 2-9, and that's going to be a hard ground ball hit to first, easily handled by McInnes. Gets over to first, well ahead of Jones, or Coveleski, for the unassisted putout. 1 away, bottom of the third. Doc Johnston, first baseman, popped up his last time up. Foul ball, roll them all. That's going to be a 4-3 fly ball to right field. Harry Hooper is a 1 with a 4, gets underneath it, settles, squeezes his mitt and makes the play. It's out number 2, going to bring us to Tris Speaker. Reached first on an error by second baseman McNally in the first inning. That is going to be a 5-6 to pitch from Jones. Fly ball to center field. Hendricks drifts over, calls off left fielder Minoski and makes the catch. 1-2-3, go the Indians. We are scoreless after 3. Coveleski comes out, gets his warm-ups with Steve O'Neill, the catcher. And he'll be facing Eddie Foster, Mike McNally, and Scott. Virtually the bottom of the order for the Red Sox. Top of the 4th, which I need to move that over. There we go. Top of the 4th, Foster waiting for Coveleski. Here's his offering, 1-11, single 1-2. That's going to be a line out to second. Out number 1, Mike McNally, second baseman. He is 0 for 1 with a walk back in the second inning. Here's a pitch from Coveleski, and that is a strikeout. We're not counting injuries on just one-offs. Unnecessary work. 2 away, Everett Scott, shortstop, lined out his last time up. 6-10 the pitch, fly ball to center field. Tris Speaker on the run in towards first, makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. So far, a classic pitchers duel between Stan Coveleski and Sad Sam Jones of the Red Sox, who is coming out to the field right now, out to the mound, take his warm-ups with Wally Shang. Charlie Jamison due up, 3-4-5 this time for the Indians. Gardner and Smith after him. Wind up, here's the pitch from Jones, 4-7, single 1-2, line out to first. Hit right to McInnes for out number 1. Larry Gardner to the plate. He is 0 for 1, flew out last time up. 210, Gardner, double 220. That is a double. Missed that skinny little home run split there, but the Indians have a little bit of business going here. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 4th, scoreless game. And Gardner is a 112. Elmer Smith, right fielder, 3-7, strikeout. Number 2 for Jones. And it's going to bring us Steve O'Neill, the catcher. Walked his last time up. Here's the pitch, 5-10, catcher's card. Shang is a 4, rolls a 1, and he frames that pitch perfectly. Inside edge, strike 3. And the Indians do not bring the runner across. They strand him in scoring position at second. Scoreless game after 4. But that is the first hit for the Indians. Here we go, the top of the 5th inning. Coveleski all about to go through the lineup the second time. Facing Jones and back to the top for Hendricks and Hooper. And not a whole lot of hitting going on this game so far. 4 hits between the two teams. It's a clean game, no errors, no runs scored. Sad Sam Jones walked his last time up, got to third before the end of that inning. 2-12, fly ball to right field, lazy high pop-up. Underneath it is Elmer Smith for out number 1. Jogging in, tosses it into second baseman Wamsgans, who relays it back to the mound. Tim Hendricks, now center fielder, up against Coveleski. He's popped out. He's grounded out and popped out. 6-11 the pitch, fly ball to right field. Smith is a 3 with a 1 and settles underneath that and makes the catch. Was a 6-11, yep, 9. Out number 2. Harry Hooper, now set. He's 0 for 2, struck out twice. Coveleski. The pitch, looking for more. 2-5, 1-1-14. That is a 3-bagger. Hooper is on third. Harry Hooper, one of the all-time Red Sox greats. Mike Minoski just needs to tap one where they ain't in order to get him in and score the first run. Coveleski is set. Here comes the windup. The pitch, 1-10 double, 1-8. That's going to be a single, 9 on down. RBI single for Minoski, and the Red Sox are first on the board. Minoski at first. Wally Shang, catcher, up to the plate. He's 1 for 2, grounded out in a single. 3-4-1-6 does it all. That's a double. A starless double. 114-116 Minoski, and he's going to score. 2-0 Red Sox. Brings up Stuffy McInnes. He's 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a line out. Shang on second. Boston Red Sox, top of the 5th, 2 outs, up 2-0. Coveleski giving up a couple of runs here. 4-9. A pitch, hard ground ball, smacked at Wamsgans. He looks past Shang, ignores him, gets it over to Johnston for out number 3. 4-3 ground ball. However, the damage is done and first blood is drawn. Red Sox played a couple of runs, put a couple of numbers up on the scoreboard, which I'm getting ready to do that for you right now. Before we go any further, they score 2. Look at that. Oh, we never changed the inning. And did that on 3 hits, so that's 6. Dink. We go to the bottom of the 5th, everybody. Sad Sam Jones. He's got a 1-hitter going. Struck out 3. Gave up a double to Gardner in the last inning. And looking to continue Boston's good fortune in the field. Ray Chapman is up. 7th in the order. Wamsgans and Coveleski. So bottom of the order for Jones here in the 5th. The pitch from Jones, 1-9 to Chapman, strikeout number 4. Wamsgans, who lined out his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Jones with the pitch, 4-10, hard grounder hit to third. That's going to be at Foster, who is a 3 with a 14, and he is going to throw that over to McInnes. Draws McInnes off the bag with the errant throw. So that is a throwing error on Foster. Wamsgans makes first. 1 out. Runner on. Going to bring up Coveleski. He's going to try to move him over. 4 with the bunt. Here's the pitch from Jones. He lays it down back to the box. In charging is Jones, doesn't have the balance in order to turn around and go to second, so he fires over to second baseman McNally for the put out at first. And the sacrifice comes off exactly the way they wanted. 1-4 sack is going to advance Wamsgans. With 2 outs, he would be an unearned run should he score. Doc Johnston, first baseman. 3-9, the delivery from Jones. Fly ball to center field, settling underneath it. Hendricks makes the catch for out number 3. Red Sox fritter around, or Indians rather, fritter around with scoring a run, but nothing comes of it. It is 2-0 Red Sox after 5. So let's move Adis. 6th inning. Stan Coveleski comes out. He's had a very good game. He's only given up 5 hits so far, 2 walks, struck out 3. But a triple and a single and a double yielded 2 runs plated for the Red Sox. In the top of the last inning, they're looking to increase on that. Eddie Foster, Mike McNally, and Everett Scott due up in this inning. Coveleski is set. Going to Foster, 1 for 2 with a double, 4-5, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Jamison chasing in near the foul line, calls off Gardner, makes the catch for out number 1. Mike McNally is now set. Coveleski facing him, walked him once and struck him out once. 3-3 the pitch, pops it up on the left side of the infield. Gardner calls off Chapman and Coveleski. Third baseman makes the catch. Routine pop up there, so 2 away, and that's going to bring Everett Scott shortstop. 2-6, the pitch from Coveleski to the 0 for 2 shortstop. 2-6 is a hard liner up the middle, diving catch by Wamsgans. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox here in the 6th. We're going to go to the bottom of the bracket. 2-0 your score here in Cleveland, Ohio, and once again, if you want to learn more about this game and other games, go to Stratomatic.com. They have cards and dice and computer offerings for this game: baseball, football, basketball, hockey. They've got their online stuff with Baseball Max and also Baseball 365, which goes all the way back to the Sporting News days. Great company, great people. Check them out at www.strat-strat. I messed that up. www.strat-o-matic.com. Bottom of the 6th, Sad Sam Jones. Oh, and by the way, they're not, paying me anything to do this. Company supports me, I support it. Tris Speaker, 0 for 2, reached on an error and flew out. Will be leading off this inning against Sad Sam Jones. Jameson and Gardner to follow. Jones is ready. Here's the pitch to Speaker, 6-3. Ground ball hit back to the box. Jones is able to knock it down, pick it up, and flip it over to McInnes for the first out. Here we go. Charlie Jameson, 0 for 2, popped up and lined out to the right side of the infield both times. Facing Jones, the pitch, 6-6, pops it up in the center of the infield. Looks like Everett Scott's going to get underneath that. Shortstop will make the catch for out number 2. Larry Gardner, hot corner man for the Indians. 4-9 off Jones. Card is a single to extend the inning. It's his second hit of the game after a double back in the fourth. So we have a runner on. Indians still have a chance here in the 6th. Elmer Smith, right fielder, set to go. Jones with the delivery. 4-8, another single, which is going to advance Gardner to second. 1-14 with 2 outs. He's going to get to third. We have a runner in scoring position 90 feet away. All Steve O'Neill needs to do, the catcher, is get a base hit. He's drawn a walk and struck out so far in this game. Jones looking to clamp it down and stanch the bleeding. Here's the pitch, 2-7, and right in between all those hits is a fly ball to left field. Mike Minosky gets underneath it, makes the catch, and the shutout is intact after 6. Boston Red Sox with a slim margin, 2-0 over the Cleveland Indians. Let us affix a these, because we're going to the 7th, to the 7th. We're going to the 7th. 1-2 hits. So that's Cleveland's second and third hits in this inning. 2-0 is your score, as indicated right up here at the top of the screen. 2 runs in the 5th by the Red Sox. A 2-out triple by Harry Hooper. Mike Minosky drives him in with a single. Very next batter, Wally Shang, catcher, doubles him in. So there is all of your scoring for this game. We go to the top of the 7th, and Coveleski is still going strong. Sad Sam Jones is coming out to bat, so it looks like he's going to be left in the game for certain. No need to take either of these pitchers out. Coveleski is set. Jones digs in. Here's the pitch. Jones 0 for 1 with a walk, and it's 1-10, and that's a base hit for Jones. Single. He is on. Tim Hendricks. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Coveleski, 3-7, draws a walk, and just like that, with no outs in the top of the 7th, Red Sox have a couple of base runners. Harry Hooper to the plate, 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts, triple, scored a run. Here's the pitch from Coveleski, 2-3, draws a walk to load the bases. Manager is going to come out and have words with Mr. Stanley. We got to do something here, man. So the Indians are going infield in. Minosky is set. Foul ball, roll them all. Sometimes I get excitable. 5-5 strikeout. That's kind of what they needed right there. That's going to be Cov's 4th of Minosky, and that's going to bring us 1 out. Defense is back, hoping for the ground ball double play. Ground ball to second, hits. Coveleski's giving up. Ground ball A, walk, single on the 7s. But if it's not a ground ball infield, it ain't going to make a difference. So let's just go back. All right, let's go back. 5-7, the pitch from Coveleski. And there's one of those hits. That's going to be a 2-star single. 2 RBI for Wally Shang. Red Sox take themselves a 4-0 lead. Nobody out here. Top of the 7th. 1 out. Sorry, strikeout of Minosky. Stuffy McInnes is $2.97, and he is sporting ground ball A, ground ball A. We're going to try it. Coveleski, Cleveland likes the matchup. Here's the pitch against the 0-for-3 McInnes. 3-7 ground ball A. That is going to be fielded by Gardner. He's going to fire that over to Wamsgans, who pivots onto Johnston for the 5-4-3 double play for those of you scoring at home. And if you're not scoring at home, you should be. Ends the inning, but not after the Red Sox put 2 more on the board. Dink. All right, Coveleski has given up 2. He might get pinch hit for in this inning. We'll find out. Sad Sam Jones is coming out, but he's going to be getting his warm-ups while everybody is singing, "Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd with, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if we never get back, for it's root, root, root for your home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game." Yeah, it's been too long, hasn't it? Here we go. Bottom of the 7th, Ray Chapman leading off Wamsgans, and if they don't pinch hit for him, Coveleski. Chapman leading off. He's 0-for-2 with 2 strikeouts. Jones 1-6, and Chapman is patient this time, works a walk. I'm going to bring up Wamsgans, who is 0-for-2, lined out and reached first on an error. Jones 4-12, fly ball to left field. Minoski charging in, makes the catch on the run and flips it on into Scott. That's out number 1. That's going to bring us to a decision. Bottom of the order is coming up, but we have a runner on. Yeah, we're gonna take Cov out of here, so let me work out the pinch hit. One moment. All right, looks like the Indians are going to send in right fielder George Burns. Not the actor, the other George Burns. To face Sad Sam Jones. So here we go. Jones is set. 1 out, runner on first, and Chapman with a walk. Good base runner, as long as he can get going. Burns takes Jones' pitch. 6-7 fly ball to right field for out number 2. Harry Hooper is there. And that is going to bring us Doc Johnston. 4th time through the order. He's 0-for-3. Jones is set. Here comes the pitch. 2-3, draws a walk, so we have runners at first and second. I think I need to update the scoreboard. Yes, I do. I'll do that in a moment. Runners at first and second. Tris Speaker is up. Indians can score some runs if he can find a way to work Jones. Here's the pitch. 4-7. Jones is working him off his own card. Got his number today. Not that time. That is a single by Speaker. Very shallowly hit. That's going to advance Chapman to third, Johnston to second. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Charlie Jamison comes up. He is 0-for-3, looking for a hit. .319 batter in 1920. Jones is set. Here comes the pitch. 5-12. Pops it up weakly on the right side of the infield. Underneath it, settling in, is McInnes for out number 3, and the Indians cannot string together the proper amount of base runners to get across the plate. Scoreless again, bottom of the 7th. It is Boston Red Sox 4, Cleveland Indians 2. Let's update the scoreboard because we need to do that. Going to the 8th inning. Score is 4-0. 2 more hits for Boston, makes that 8, and 1 hit more for the Indians, and that's where we stand going into the top of the 8th inning. We do have a relief pitcher for Stan Coveleski. It is Duster Males. Coveleski exiting after 7 innings of work, gave up 8 hits, 4 walks, struck out 4, gave up 4 runs, all of them earned. And Males is going to face, near the bottom of the order, Eddie Foster, Mike McNally, and Everett Scott. First up, Eddie Foster, 1 for 3 with a double back in the second. Males, a 1.86 ERA, 7-0. Started 8 games in 1920. Foster is set. Males with the delivery, 4-9, and that is a strikeout there. And I forgot, I shade this so that way I know all this stuff happened with a different pitcher. Let me do that real quick. And then I shade the name of the pitcher, which is Coveleski. Alrighty. Out number 1, Eddie Foster, Mike McNally. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout and a pop-up. Males facing him, 5-8 fly ball to center field. This one is deep. Speaker tracking way back to the wall. Makes the catch on the run. Two-handed slap bounce off the wall as he comes around and relays the ball back into the infield. Bringing up Everett Scott, who is 0 for 3 against Coveleski. Males looking to continue that. 3-8 the pitch. Home run 1-2 or fly ball to left field for out number 3. Hit deeply. Well played, well positioned. Charlie Jamison able to make that catch up against the wall deep. The Red Sox are not stopping the swinging. However, no runs scored. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Score is still 4-0 Boston. Sad Sam Jones still in the game, facing Gardner, Smith, and O'Neill. He's probably going to go the distance on this one. Be surprised if it was otherwise. Cleveland looking to mount some kind of offense. Gardner leading off, 2 for 3 with a double. Here's the pitch from Sad Sam Jones. 1-8 hard grounder hit to short, slapped right in the glove of Everett Scott. Jaunts it on over to Stuffy McInnes for out number 1. We have Elmer Smith coming right up. Right fielder is 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout. Jones, the pitch, the delivery. Hard grounder hit to Scott. Lather, rinse, repeat. Out number 2. 6-3 ground ball. And Steve O'Neill, the catcher, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. Jones with the pitch. 5-4 hard grounder hit to short. Scott is a 2 with a 9, and that is an error on him. He misses the exchange between the glove and his hand to throw. So Scott, his first error, 3rd error for the Red Sox. And it's still live, bottom of the 8th for the Indians. Chapman, the windup. The pitch, 1-11 grounder hit sharply to third. Foster is there. He's able to get it to McNally at second for the force. And that will end the inning. We're going to go to the 9th. Sad Sam Jones has a shutout working. A 4-hit shutout. Not too shabby. Duster Males is going to stay in the game for the Indians. Let's move our inning indicator. We are in the 9th. Alrighty, Males is going to be facing Sad Sam Jones. He is coming out to bat, so he will be staying in the game for the duration, as long as it doesn't go crazy with Al Red Sox fans free baseball. If it does, then we know Al is watching this video. It's his fault. Okay. Jones, 1 for 2. A walk, a single, and a run scored. Males, 3 batters up, 3 batters down back in the 8th. Here comes the pitch. 3-6, and that is strikeout number 2 for Males. 1 away. That's going to take us to the top of the order. Center fielder Tim Hendricks. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Males, the delivery, 5-12 fly ball to right field. Elmer Smith camps out underneath it, waiting for it to come down. Waiting for it to come down. Is that a seagull? Oh, the ball. Catch. Out. 2 away. Harry Hooper. He is 1 for 3 with a triple, a run scored, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. Males is set. 1-6 to pitch. Single 1-7. That's a line out to second. That is out number 3. Wamsgans making good play of that line drive, headed for right center. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning, see if the Indians can mount a comeback. First, Boston. Do they want to put any defensive substitutions in? Second base, yes. They're going to bring in Cliff Brady for McNally. Brady. Second base, 2. Sub defensively, bottom 9. So that's the end of that line. It's also actually the end of that. I meant to change stuff around. I forgot to. I'm not going to go back and do it now. Ozzie Vitt, third baseman, 1. He's going to step in for Foster. Defensively, bottom 9. Third base, 1. That's the end of that line. If I need to dig him out of here for batting later, I will. Center fielder, 3. Nope, Hendricks is a 3. And Shang, no, Roxy Walters is going to come in for Shang behind the plate. Upgrade catcher position defensively from a 4 to a 3. That's the end of that line. Defensive substitutions made around. Sam Jones is staying in the game. Wamsgans leading off, 244 batter. He is 0 for 3 in this game. He is going to lead off. Jones with the delivery. 5-7. Grounder hit sharply to second. Brady at a 2 instead of the aforementioned McNally at a 4. 16. It would have been an out if we'd have left him in. That's a 1-base error. I didn't do that on purpose, Al. 4th error for the Red Sox. 4th miscue in the field. We are going to see a pinch hitter for males. This is going to be Les Nunemaker. Pinch hit, 9D. And he is going to face sad Sam Jones here. 1 out, bottom of the 9th, 4-0 is your score. Boston Red Sox. Jones having gone the distance thus far. Nobody out. 5-9. Homer, 1-5. That's out of here. 2-run walk-off shot by... hold on. I always check this. Power weak. That's a single. That's how I do it. I always look at their thing there. So that is a single. Wamsgans gets the second, 1-15. He's going to try to get the third. He does so. So we got runners at the corners with nobody out. Didn't mean to get you excited, Cleveland fans. Sorry, Tim. Doc Johnston. 2 men on at the corners. Nobody out. Your score is 4-0 here in the 9th. I didn't put their other runs on. Daggone it. Sorry. Gotta fix that. Scored 2 in the 7th. Get it right, Chris. We pause for station identification. This is the Lower Slower Board Gamer, bringing you joy and cheer, sadness and tears. Back to the game. 4-0 your score. Men at the corners. Resetting here. Bottom of the 9th. Nobody out. Sad Sam Jones facing Doc Johnston 0 for 3 with a walk earlier in the game. Jones with the pitch, 5-12, pops it up on the right side of the infield. McInnes gets underneath it for out number 1. Tris Speaker, 1 for 4 with a single, his last time up. Sad Sam Jones, hoping to work around him, gets back on his own card. 6-9 ground ball to shortstop. That's Everett Scott. He is a 2 with an 18, and that is going to be an out. 6-3, he had to charge in far enough. He could not stop Nunemaker from getting to second, and that is a score. Wamsgans comes across. Cleveland has a run. Unearned, though it may be. So the hard hit to short Scott, he chases in. He's not able to get to second or fire at home. He goes over at least to get an out to McInnes. So that is 2 away. Possible final at bat, Charlie Jamison, who was 0 for 4 in this game. Sad Sam Jones looks in, gets the sign, shakes off Walters, doesn't like it. Likes the second one. Jameson steps in, digs in. Here's the windup. The pitch. 5-9. And loops that into left. That is a single. And that is going to be Nunemaker at third. So, wait a minute. Oh, it's the end. Okay. So here's where we are. Score is 4-1. 2 outs. Runners at first and third. Tying run at the plate in Larry Gardner. Jones digs deep. Finds what he's looking for. Shakes off his pitching arm like a horse shaking off a fly. Gardner steps in. He digs in. Swings the bat a couple of times to warm up. Jones gets the signs in from O'Neill, looking over to first base to McInnes to keep Jameson honest. A glance at Nunemaker as he goes to the plate. 3-3 is your pitch. Pops it up on the right side of the infield. McInnes gets underneath it, and that is going to be out number 3, and the game is over. Boston Red Sox victorious, 4-1. Sad Sam Jones with a complete game victory. And give me just a second and we'll show you some stats. And that does indeed bring us to our final score, as you can see right up here at the top of the screen, but also on the top of this score sheet. Which, if you're interested in this, I wanted to have 3-line score sheets, 10 innings, and I was able to cram everything on here. I made this myself. If you guys are interested, let me know, and I'll make another video about this. So that way, if anyone's interested in it, then they can contact me through that. But yeah, bam, bam, bam. Your final score, 4-1. Boston Red Sox, 4 runs on 8 hits with 4 errors. Cleveland Indians, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. Your big lines here are going to be Walter Shang, catcher. He's 3 for 4 with 3 RBI and a double. I want a little more light there, and it's right in my face. We don't, wow, whatever. Do that. Okay. Still see good. All right. Yep. Not a lot of offense in this game, as you witnessed. Mike Minoski, 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. But yeah, 4 runs to 1. Boston Red Sox win this one. Sad Sam Jones went the distance. Complete game win. Gave up 6 hits and 3 walks, struck out 4, 1 unearned run. And let's go ahead and look at Cleveland's Cleveland's stats. Not a lot going on here, let me tell you. Males came in the final 2 innings, struck out 2. Coveleski gave up 8 hits and 4 walks, struck out 4. 4 earned runs. So that was the margin, 4-1. Tris Speaker, surprisingly silent, 1 for 5. You've got Kevin Gardner, 2 for 5 with a double. Did not reckon into any scoring. And there's no RBI for this because they did not go home. So I think I called that play wrong, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, not a whole lot going on there at all for Cleveland. So, yeah, that is your game. Again, your final score right up here. Boston 4 on 8 hits. And 4 errors. And Cleveland 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. And that's how this one's going to wrap up. And we're going to wait for, yeah, come on. Come on. Be silly. Be silly. Focus on me. No one wants to see me. But if they don't want to see me, they don't want to look at an out of focus image. That's, yeah. Yes, so wonderful weekend. Wonderful time. Saw Strat in the Hall of Fame. Forgot to mention that earlier. The score sheet from the All-Star game back in 1981 during the strike where they split it in half. Saw that. They had replicas of all the World Series champion rings, so it took a picture of 1979. Pirates, we are family. But yeah, I just wanted to share this. It had been a while since I'd done a baseball game, and I wanted to have something other than the very, very odd and occasional clickbait short, like one every 3 weeks or something like that. I'm not making as many videos because it's like work. And I want to get back to making more videos. I'm finally getting past a point in my life where stress and whatever, is lessened. And I'm finally starting to realize I need to start doing stuff again, have a little more of a healthy outlook and activity level on things. So that's what I'm doing. I'm still playing games. I'm still here. I'm still popping in the chats. I've really gone out of my way to do that lately, especially on some of the good channels that I really enjoy. But yeah, I wanted to share some baseball with you guys tonight. So thank you very much for coming in. If you've made it this far, hit the like button or hit the dislike button. I don't care. They know that people are watching it. Comment down in the doobly-doo, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please include the timestamp, so that way I can go straight to it and answer your question as quickly as possible. Hit the little dinger bell thingy, so that way whenever I upload content, you'll be among the first to know. And guys, thank you for watching. This is Chris, the lower, slower board gamer. Keep on rolling. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a good night.